con salsas.
Who I started? Yeah, I don't remember, but I know I'm not gonna think I'm starting somebody new. I don't know who it was at first. Oh, you can send it. Yeah. Hey, Wheeler, 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 Wheeler. Yo, Wheeler. I started singing. Okay. Good luck, dog.
From inside Tropicana Field here in Tampa Bay, we've got baseball on the mound for this one. Steven Matz, what's the word on him?
Well, there are going to be a lot of balls in play because of the ground ball rate. Important that the defense stays engaged in the game. I think it's critical. Tempo is there. If you work quickly, it helps the fielders behind you to stay engaged, to make those plays, and help you get through the innings.
All right, ready to get underway. Jacob Wilson now at the plate. And we're underway here in the home opener. Ball. Out to short. Henderson slings to first. One out in the top of the first. Here's Byron Buxton. Mads, he has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. That one not close, and that is ball one.
And you won't see the skipper rush to get somebody up in the bullpen as soon as he starts to see some signs of trouble. This guy's earned a longer leash, and because of that, confidence grows with the players and teammates playing behind him, that when things get a little rough out there, they know he'll find his way through it.
Got him. Quick start to this afternoon's action. Two gone. Two down, base is empty. And here's the slugger who starts at DH, Nick Kurtz. How much of the ability to do that in a tight spot is the mental approach?
I think it's very much being able to have a laser-like focus, slow everything down, stay right in that moment, pitch to pitch execution, and focusing on that catcher's mitt.
Got him swinging. Back now in Tampa Bay. And pitching in this one for the A's, Luis Severino. How about a report on him, Chris?
Well, interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup move. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Man aboard on the leadoff single.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Yandy Diaz now. There goes the runner. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Runner on the go again. There's a ball. The throw, tag, and he's out. Check swing, but he went too far. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swings and misses. Tied him up on a fastball inside. 2 outs, base is empty. Junior Caminero next to hit for the Rays. Check swing, did he go? Yes, he did. And that is strike 1.
Fuck.
That one ripped left field. Carrying well. Out of here. A solo shot. And it gives him the lead in the first. It's 1-0. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Gunnar Henderson. Swing and a miss. On the ground at first, Soderstrom. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. New inning getting started. Stepping in, Brent Rooker. Handles, throws to first. One pitch and one out. Here's the power hitting catcher, Shea Langoliers.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
That one ripped but foul. Matz in his 11th season, 34-year-old vet, and he was a second-round pick back in 2009. Low. Inside, almost got him. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
That is good.
Muncy digs in. One fun note on Max Muncy in 2025, he added glasses to his equipment. Muncy, who debuted glasses on April 30th and homered in his first at bat wearing them against Cal Quantrill. 2 down, nobody on. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Bottom of the second, and stepping in for the Rays, Jonathan Aranda. In the air, left field, down the line, and that's a foul ball. The 0-1. Laced into left. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
He was all over that one. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the...
Oh, now this ball is driven into the left center field gap. Rounds third, headed for the plate. And they lead by 2.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
Hitting the air out to center field. And there's one away. So now with one away and a man at second. Now it's the veteran outfielder, Cedric Mullins. Towards first. Soderstrom takes it to the bag, and he's out. So up next, Jake Fraley. Swing and a pop-up. He's got it. That is the inning. Back here in Tampa Bay, leading off, Lawrence Butler. Butler tries to check his swing. Now a look to third, and he held back according to Rusty Valentine.
You know, these A's, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These batters are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there.
Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field, so that definitely felt good.
Tyler Soderstrom in the box here lets that one go for a ball.
No, that
check
missed,
swing,
that's a ball.
no appeal. And the count now 2-0. Lined into left center, should be extra bases. Butler around third. And now they trail by 1.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
Slider misses outside.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Man at second. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult.
That's a base hit. Coming home. He'll score and they've tied it. It's an RBI single. It's 2-2. Back to the top of the order now. Now it's the shortstop, Jacob Wilson. Yeah, that's fouled off. Check swing went around. No balls, 2 strikes. On the ground to third. Donovan for 1 to first. Double play. Nicely done. Base is empty after the double play. Byron Buxton up next for the A's. Check swing. He went. It's 0-1.
That's the ball.
Next offering
Ball, that's
upstairs.
high.
And a swing and a miss. Swings through it for the K. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Back here at Tropicana Field, here's the Rays leadoff hitter, Chandler Simpson. Swings and sends a rocket to right. Base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Now here is Yandy Diaz. Safe at second, and that was not close. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. That missed by a lot. Ball 1. Now a snap throw down to third. Snap throw to third again. Started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, and he went around. That's ruled a swing. 2-2 on the way. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Has room, and he makes the catch. So digging in, Junior Caminero. He's already homered here in this one. Moved to second, and he's back in on a dive. He's trying for third. Pitch is low. Throw, and they got him. Tap foul at the plate. Two down, nobody on. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. On to first, in time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. As we go to the top of the fourth, now the A's designated hitter, Nick Kurtz. It's in and out of his glove. The flip, and he's out easily.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Rooker now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there.
That's a ball. Outside.
All tied up. Top half of inning number 4.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Swings through that one. A changeup missing. Full count now. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Shea Langoliers, the next to hit, struck out swinging his first time. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
First pitch swing in, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Here's Muncy to hit. Pitch misses. Ball 1. Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Langoliers, the runner at first with 2 gone. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7. Bottom 4 as the Rays come up to hit. This one in the air center field. Buxton settles under it. And there's one down. Jonathan Aranda getting ready to hit. On the ground, right side. He takes it on his own. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th. So up next, Brendan Donovan. He doubled home a run in his first AB.
That's a ball.
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Up next is the
Yainer Diaz next to hit for the Rays. Known for his rocket arm behind the plate. Squirts away from Langoliers. And the runner holds. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
This one in the air. And that'll do it. Back now in Tampa Bay. Now the left fielder, Lawrence Butler. That one fouled off.
You know, these Athletics just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
And a good start to the inning.
Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Soderstrom now at the plate as he swings through strike one. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. Got him swinging for the K. Strikeout number 8. Go-ahead run on base. And now here's Jeff McNeil. Singled and drove in a run his first time through.
Last two pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, you're going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
Here's a 3-0. Right side. Flips it. There's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Back to the top of the order. And now the shortstop, Jacob Wilson. On the ground to short, Henderson. The throw to second is offline. First and second, 2 outs. Byron Buxton up next for the A's. Was 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Swing and a miss, strike one.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
2 on, 2 outs. In the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. And now 2-2.
I'd say that stayed in the tunnel for a long time. No chance of even fouling it off.
That's outside. And now 3-2. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Throw in holds the lead runner at third, so it'll be bases loaded and 2 gone. Nick Kurtz up next for the A's. Swings and misses. 0-1. Ball 1 there. All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate. Swings and misses. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And stepping in for the Rays, Cedric Mullins.
Well, these Rays doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
Man aboard on the leadoff single. Jake Fraley will hit next. He popped out his first time. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. He's got it. 1 away.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
And time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over. Runner takes off. Strike in there. No throw, safe at second. Oh, great stop. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Hard hit, base hit. Mullins comes in to score. 3-2, they take the lead.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Caminero up to bat next. Lays off for a ball.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again,
That's a
though.
ball.
That is the inning. Back here in Tampa Bay, digging in, Brent Rooker. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And the tying run is on base.
Everything came together for him. Smashed that. Through the infield for the knock.
Garrett Clevenger taking over on the mound.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Langoliers at the plate for the third time as he comes up empty there.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
The A's with the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're in the top half of the sixth. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault.
He goes down looking. Here's Max Muncy. This guy with light tower power. Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Tried to check his swing. Appeal to third. Yes, he did. Down he goes on strikes. Here's the left fielder, Lawrence Butler. He's 2 for 2. Got it started a little too early. Strike one. Right through there for a strike. Swings and misses. Struck him out. Back here at Tropicana Field, and stepping in for the Rays, Gunnar Henderson. Back to work, Luis Severino. And that one ripped to left. That's a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. That was maybe even a little off the plate, but no problem getting the barrel to it. Man, he does such a nice job. That's what you're supposed to do with the pitch in that location.
And it's into the gap. And it gets by him. Lead runner around second. Now second and third and nobody out.
Now no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he's squaring it up nicely.
Brady Basso gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Huge opportunity to add on to the lead for this offense right now, but we'll see what he has to say about that.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. Base hit. One run is in.
Wastes no time there. Kind of just punts it out there the other way. Didn't hit it real hard, but he got just enough of it to dunk it behind the infield. And I tell you what, you'll take those every day you can get them.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. On the ground, a short could be two. Quickly to second for one. And a run scores on the double play. Cedric Mullins digs in now. 1 for 2. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the bottom of the 6th. Out towards right center field. And that'll do it. We go to the top of the 7th. Stepping in, Tyler Soderstrom. And a big swing and a miss. Swings through that.
Boom, that's cheddar, baby.
Ball.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Jeff McNeil stands in. And that one sliced foul. The Athletics trailing by 3 here in the top half of inning number 7. And that skips in the dirt. Swings through that one for strike 2. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. He makes the grab. 2 up, 2 down. Jacob Wilson. Up next for the A's, Yoendrys Gomez into the game. He's into the game with the bases empty. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Buxton at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. Check swing, and he went 0-2 now.
That's the ball.
Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out. Back now in Tampa Bay, and stepping in for the Rays, Jake Fraley. Check swing, but he went too far. Strike 1. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Up next for the Rays.
So back to the top of the order. Chandler Simpson, the next to hit. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Butler settles underneath it, and there's 2 away. Next is the designated hitter, Yandy Diaz.
Now pitching for the
So a new pitcher on the mound for the A's, Mark Leiter Jr. And he has some nasty breaking stuff. Gets him easily, ends the inning. Now the A's designated hitter, Nick Kurtz. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. That's a little bit
down.
low.
Ball.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Check swing, did he go? Yes, he did. That is strike 2. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that's the first out. Next up for the A's, Brent Rooker, 1 for 3. Check swing, but he went too far. Strike 1. And that is out of play. Gomez, a 6'3" righty, 26 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. Goes down looking for the strikeout. That K is his 3rd of the game. 2 down, bases empty. Shea Langoliers up next for the A's. There's a swing and a drive. That one carrying. And that's going to bang against the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity. Right on top of it.
Muncy in the box, lays off for ball 1.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
2 outs and a runner at 3rd, and we're in the top of the 8th. That's in there. Full count now. That one is absolutely belted, and that's a base hit. In to score from 3rd. It's 5-2. And he'll pull into second with 2 gone.
Well done. Narrows the deficit with the RBI there. Now that's up a huge at bat in this ball.
Next up for the A's, Lawrence Butler.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
That's down and in. A slider missed. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out. They'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
The tying run at the plate. Got him looking for the strikeout. They limit the damage here. On to the bottom of the 8th, and stepping in for the Rays, Junior Caminero. Gets him to chase after that one. And that skips into dirt.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
And that's through there for a strike. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing.
Hogan Harris on the pitch out of the pen here.
Just trying to keep this one close here. And this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Now Gunnar Henderson. Caminero aboard here at first with nobody out. Close one. Doesn't get the call. 2-1. This one in the air. Wilson under it. And there's one down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Aranda stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Man at first, one away. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 2 away. So digging in, Brendan Donovan. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. Foul ball there. Lifted in the air, right center field. Buxton sizing it up. Reaching for it and breaks it in. Back here in Tampa Bay, we go to the 9th. Tyler Soderstrom now at the plate. That one in triple digits. So important.
They get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
The 1-1. Swing and a miss at a slider. Struck him out without a swing. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. Now it's the second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
Well, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Got him swinging for the strikeout. The A's down to their final out. 2 outs, base is empty. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Jacob Wilson.
That's the ball.
Here's a 1-1.
Nope, ball.
They're down to their final strike.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch. Perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in.
Got him, and that's the ball game. Nats with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll
Good game,
feel
dog.
good about that and get the ball for his trophy case as he should. A start
Got me
he won't
looking,
ever
man.
forget.
4 straight times.
5-3 final score in this
I don't know what I'm
For
saying.
Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
Right. So I gotta go to my daughter's game, man. After that, I'll be back about 6:30. All right.